Hey guys, this is Nick from CryptoStreams.com with some crypto analysis. Finally, the crypto market is moving again. For quite a while, it was just going sideways, and it became pretty much untradeable for my style of trading anyway. It was pretty much untradeable. So I switched back to Forex fully, and I wasn't really trading cryptos. But now we're starting to see some movement again. We're starting to see the old volatility back in Bitcoin at least, and some of the other crypto pairs. So I thought, time to start analysis again. So you're looking at a BTC USD daily chart. Let's dive into the analysis. First of all, what we're seeing right now is a kind of classic reversal setup on this support area. I wish I'd done this analysis yesterday actually, because this is a clear reversal setup, looks quite good. And now at this point, it's a bit too late to enter the trade because it's already started to take off. The ideal entry would have probably been around about here at 3996 with a stop loss below these lows here. So the stop loss would be at about 360 or 3610, something like that. And the target would be a bit tougher to decide on, and it might change throughout the trade's life, depending on how the trade's progressing. But over the long term, I do think there's a strong possibility that we're going to see a move back up to this resistance area up here. So that's what I'm seeing for BTC right now. But let's drop down to the smaller time frames and have a look at what might happen over the shorter term. So I want to first take a look at the 4 hour or the 1 hour. No, we'll go with the 4 hour. Looks better on here. So the 4 hour, we're starting to see a bit of a range forming. So let's pull this down a little bit so you can visualize the range a bit better. Let's put another, actually, you know what? Just so you can visualize the range, I'm going to do it like this. So what is a range? A range is basically when price bounces between two areas. Now, to confirm a range, you want to have two bounces from the bottom of the range and two bounces from the top. Right now, we have two bounces from the bottom of the range. So price dropped down to here, came back up, dropped down to here, came back up. So that's two bounces from the bottom of the range. But we don't yet have two bounces from the top of the range. However, it looks like price is stalling out at the top of this range. So over the shorter term, I would not be surprised to see BTC fall back down to this support area, pick up a bunch more buy orders, and then continue up to the resistance area like I was saying on the daily. If that happens on the smaller time frames like the 4 hour, I will be looking for a long entry around about here. So down at the bottom area. So that's roughly 3760, so 3,760, 70, something like that. Can't be too precise, of course, because it's not down there, so I can't tell you exactly where that entry would be, but it would be down in this area. If we get a drop back down and price stalls, so if it just shoots down like crazy, I'm not going to buy at that point because obviously there's a lot of selling going on and it could smash right through the bottom of this range. But if it drops down and then it stalls for maybe 12, 16, 18 hours, something like that, I'll be looking for a long from there with first target at the top of this range here, so around here. But ultimately, I would love to have a target at this next major resistance area up here, which is roughly the 4,900-ish. Okay, switching over to Ether, Ether USD that is, we see that price is doing pretty much the same thing as doing on BTC USD. This is no surprise because cryptos are all heavily correlated. So on Ether, we got price dropping down here, now stalling and turning around. If we drop down to the 4 hour, we're going to probably see pretty much the same thing. So for now, let's just remove this to more clearly visualize the range, but we have the same thing. It's pretty much a range forming. This bounce from the bottom of the range is not quite as clear on Ether USD, but it's still a bounce from the bottom of the range. I mean, if you go to the 1 hour, then you'll see it a lot more clearly. So the analysis for BTC USD, same thing for Ether USD, just using obviously different numbers because Ether is a bit lower. All right, and taking a look at Litecoin USD, Again, these are so heavily correlated that we're pretty much seeing the same thing on Litecoin USD. We're seeing price stalling out on top of support and pushing up. The 4-hour actually looks a little bit different on this one. So we're not really looking for any range trades here because the range isn't quite broken. I'd say that there's still some potential here. Let's see what happens with this current candle. If it stalls out here, I might be looking to take a short, but it's not very likely because the setups on BTC USD and Ether USD are much cleaner. So Litecoin USD, I don't really see myself taking this trade when I have two other better opportunities. So that pretty much wraps it up for the crypto analysis. Hopefully we start to see some more movement in the markets and this momentum we're seeing right now continues. That way I can keep doing some crypto analysis because up until now, there's really not been that much of a point. So thank you guys for watching and I'll see you next.